frostbite does wonders.
Not as bad as it could have. They should all be running.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does.
That girl.
Again? I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
Let's see what this does.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
I need a quick word.
The rat has hardly left Korga's side. A distant thought claws at your mind, but slips away before it comes into focus. The rat twitches nervously.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. What? That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Ollerton, I can explain.
Shh, shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
A shadow druid? Korga, have you lost your mind?
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Ollerton speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Ollerton. With the grove taken for Cloakwood, the Circle will see that I'm right. The Great Mother will guard us from all danger. Yes. When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Ex textura. Impero Tibi.
cool.
Got to focus.
In striking distance. This is my time.
I will ascend. Taking position.
At the ready.
Take cool.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. No traps, please. One day I'll catch a break.
You will face Sylvanus' justice.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here, whatever the Tree Father's judgment. I will accept it in full.
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
Wrath thought me a danger. Seems I've proven him right. I was thinking I could make us safe. A foolish notion. To think we'd find comfort in shadow. I endangered a child. I betrayed the Circle's trust. We will stop the right and I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanus. May he have mercy. We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking. It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the right to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
I want to have a word.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Silence. Your help is not required. Not by me, at least.
I do not hate you. I am ashamed at how far I let your machinations spread. You have saved Korga from herself. I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, my saviour. I wish you could have visited in better times.
You're testing my patience.
Light of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave.
I was fine.
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful. You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual. Thank you. We are in your debt. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing for chumps here.
One more time.
I'm drinking. You're leaving. Thanks.
We're exposed.
The nerve of that smirking little rat. Can't believe the kid thought he could snatch my mum's locket and get away with it. Bet he's learned his lesson now.
Weren't no profit in saving Liam. You'd make a crap sellsword. But thanks.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Know what you mean.
Do we ever?
But I've heard there's all sorts in the city. It might not be like it was in El Terrell. I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they give you a chance.
Good luck to you. Wish us a little too. I think we'll all need it.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And known love was not enough.
Easy money.
Here goes nothing.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened? Truly, Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us, but gods and goblins willing, I won't need it again. If you can clear the road of goblins, as you say, I'll ensure a reward is gathered for you. Aha. Tilsies. This isn't Avernus.
No, sir. At least the monsters there looked like monsters.
Everything is clear.
Please, have mercy.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it? Get moving. I've got other customers.
Just. At the ready. Keep it together. Looking ahead.
I got stuff, if you got coin. Nicked him off the dead, didn't I? Get moving. You back from Wakeen's Rest.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. Thank you.
That'll be some real fun.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I appreciate it greatly, but I can no longer keep you in the dark. You have to know who I was.
They're just having a
You have to know who I really am.
So much fun.
What I am
that those thieves
is
almost
a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check.
That those thieves almost got
There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. I come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid
so
finale?
much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken.
So much fun that those
I
thieves
obtained the
almost
fabled
got
book
lost.
and took it into my study. As for what happened next,
We'll know who sent them.
here,
Aye.
place your hand over my heart.
Visit in return.
Let me show you.
That'll be some real fun.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its jaws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you.
So much fun. And those thieves almost got lost. We gotta go, eh?
What is
Once
it?
the whelp starts
What do you
singing,
see?
we'll know who sent them. Aye. Maybe we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
bloody racket. Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much
Rather
fun
worse,
that
actually.
those thieves almost got
I will
lost.
erupt.
We got 'em now, eh?
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry,
In return.
it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You'd have us debate. That Netherese Jack-in-the-Box should be a blip on the horizon by now.
So much fun that those thieves
And
almost
frankly, I
got
don't
lost.
care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
Once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent them. Aye. Might be we'll
Once
pay
I'd
him a
step out of the
visit in
protective
return.
aura of the artifact,
Some real fun.
it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could. Till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice.
Bloody racket. Oh, come on.
That is
They're just having a bit
a great relief.
Aye.
Oh,
so
great
much
relief
fun
indeed.
that those
Truly are a
thieves
soul
almost
that
got
steals my
lost.
own.
We got
From
'em
all
now,
my
eh?
new rallied heart,
The whelp starts
I thank you.
singing, we'll know
I thank
who
you
sent
all.
them. Aye.
I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Speak.
Sir Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know.
That'll be some real fun.
Well met.
To think, Gales had this devastating all within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
What's on your mind? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Bloody racket!
Oh, smell that meat sizzling. Can't tell if it's the branding or the party. Making me bloody hungry either way.
We got him now, eh?
It's good you ain't causing trouble. Boss means business now he's got the Absolute in his ear.
A visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya? shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Hold still.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah. Ain't we good enough for the Absolute? Look at this. That's God's mark. Got myself branded! Now I'm ready to kick some ass! Leave me alone. I ain't got time for chatter.
Let's see.
Doesn't make any sense.
Humans ain't good for much, but they make tasty their food. Tastes even better when you nick it out of their cold dead egg.
If you fancy playing, talk to Crawler.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing. Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird. Fun? Show a bit of respect, mate. This is serious business. Besides, we gotta agree stakes before we begin, don't we? Then you don't want to play. This game ain't for rattleguts that don't believe in themselves. None of you want to join the chase? Two chickens, little chickens.
I ain't paid to talk. Keep walking.
You could curdle warg milk with that ugly mug.
Stupid, dead bastard! Give him a good kicking! He deserves it! Yeah! Right in the nashes! You're all right. He killed my mum and dad! Made a bloody orphan of me!
Such insufferable shrieking. May we not kick the child instead?
I ain't bothered about it. Better off without them. Stupid old geezers should have put up more of a fight. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though. What do you call a rare sneakers?
Ready to get a game going. You back just need to continue to rest.
Can't even enjoy a drink in peace.
That all powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
My faith will guide me. I must keep going.
I admire your courage, Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
If not over, then through. Better not be cursed.
The pride of the gate.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Let's explore.
No time to rest. What path lies before me? Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
The air is ripe with magic. Onward.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Never a dull moment. Another step forward. Anything of use?
I warned you, soft meat. You don't listen.
Creator. Destroyer.
Eat this!
Survival is all that matters.
Victory awaits.
Ready.
The last board is set.
Eat this!
Where do I go from here? Death won't take me yet.
Victory awaits.
Need to stay focused.
What fools these mortals be.
Eat this!
Never a dull moment. Too much to bear.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
Hungry! Food!
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Best be on my way. Maybe I need more pockets. Here goes nothing.
Sharp as ever.
Mind never quiet. Never wanted the easy path. Everything is clear. Wish I had a bag of holding.
A long way to go still.
No one stopped me yet. With haste. But that will fit in my pack. Let's have a look. Not a chance I'll fit in there. amigos son animales. What to do? Need to find a way forward. Just what I need. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well met. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Speak.
A quiet evening for once. Perfect for two people who'd like to take some time to themselves. If you catch my meaning. And I do mean sex, to be clear. We've been waiting long enough. Of course, only if you want to. But trust me, you do want to. Let's find our own little piece of nowhere. Somewhere we can lose ourselves and forget all this madness. There's a secluded place nearby that should do nicely. Wait until the others are asleep. Then come and find me there. Indeed you will, my love. can't wait. There you are. I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. Don't I? You're here. And I don't think you want to talk. I think you want to be known, to be tasted. What do any of us want? Pleasure. Yours, mine, our collective ecstasy. That's what you want, isn't it? To lose yourself in me. I thought so. It's a poem, a gift from Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went. You've seen enough already, and if I can't see it, you certainly can't. Well, I can't just check in a mirror, can I? It doesn't matter anyway. Whatever the bastard wrote, it won't change anything he did to me. Now let's go, before I regret my restraint last night.
Speak. It is done.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Hello, my sweet.
I'll take that.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Hear another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
away! What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Get out! Out!
Let's end this.
Victory awaits.
The witching hour.
Blood comes easy these days.
Need to act fast.
I am fury. I am death.
Mistra Rill.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Talk to me.
Time to strike.
Can't give up now.
It's always a pleasure to see you sauntering over.
What path lies before me?
Poetry is torture. Your master's quite clever, Astarion. Don't you agree?
You and I have very different definitions of clever.
Waste no time pursuing your quarry, Astarion. Tell me, do you always woo your lovers with such patient attention?
I rather thought I was a little slow this time. Usually they're begging me to drain them on the first night.
already feeling better.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Here we go. Always room for more.
Why have you not tried to lay with me, Astarion? It is in your nature to have tried. You have not.
No. And you're so charming and alluring. It's baffling, really. I guess it shall have to remain a mystery, now and forevermore.
Artist all these years, Astarion. Most of the things you say still sound like you're in a 2-copper paperback, read by little girls.
I sound like a charming rake, you mean? The hero everyone fawns over? Well, if the doublet fits.
Nothing good in his heart, or even a scrap of it left for you.
Excuse me. That's just mean. We're all adults here.
Your heart's as cold as ice, Astarion. I'm just making sure no one slips and gets hurt.
No traps, please.
Hello, beautiful.
One horn, the stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but Ugh!
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you. You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do? Now we're talking.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Got him? I'd rather toast him. He could have gone for my throat. The fact that we're both still standing here unscathed means he's a friend. Or something close to it.
Thank you, Karlak. But if it brings our ally here any comfort, a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for you, Will.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Come on, let's go.
All right. What now?
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think.
Karlak and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment.
Never wanted the easy path.
I thought we were going to see some real sparks fly between Will and Karlak. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
Well met.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Nothing we need to worry about.
You're welcome to rest here.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Nothing in his demeanor betrays him.
I'll tell you whatever you wish to know. Just let us live, please.
This is rich. They serve the archdevil Zariel. Biggest liar in all the realms. Seems her servants have picked up some of Mummy's tricks. Believe me, these sneaky fucks won't stop till they have me hog-tied at her feet.
It isn't true. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you. Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
The furnace was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Let's go.
This is gonna feel good. Soldier.
On the victor's path. Coming through.
Let's finish this. On my way.
It shall be done. Survival is all that matters.
You're mine.
I'm heating up.
What should I do? On I go.
Good move.
Nothing will stand in my way. Death's close at hand.
This will do nicely.
On the victor's path.
What's the plan? Take you. These are
Taken care of. Mistra Rill. Step by step. Torment!
Nothing important is ever easy. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Get up! The blade will not bend. Two steps at a time.
My faith will protect me. Got to move.
My turn.
May it please, Mistra.
Well, so much for peace.
I swear.
Watch this. Let's see.
This is my time.
Can't afford to let up. Heading there.
Non movere.
Swiftly now.
Can't even catch my breath. These boots have seen everything.
Keep guessing.
I got this. In position.
On the victor's path. Finding my way.
Ready. Heading there.
Let's get you on your feet.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Outmaneuver them.
Put him up. Close ranks.
Battle favors the fearless.
Let's end this. Got to press on.
Don't get too close.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
This is my time. Making my move.
Can't give up.
Still in control. Just. If not over, then through.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Zariel's gotta stop fucking with me, you know? I'm done with it. I'm done with her. I'm free. I'm free.
I have such a headache. Everything is clear.
That ought to do it.
Time to press ahead.
I never was a sucker.
And you're rather the opposite of slick. Do you have a point?
I was just being nice.
Step one of starting a conversation, think before you speak.
Never was my strong suit.
Adventure awaits. Sharp as ever.
Where am I? What's going on?
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those Ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones. Something's on my mind.
The adventurer sleeps soundly, his breath steady, his wounds expertly bandaged.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Where's I put that old bucket?
There. Done. That goblin won't be the last.
It was wrong.
It was justice. Or the start of it.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
Let's hit the road, Memnos. I'm sick of this place.
Soon.
Where are my boots?
What am I to do?
I can do better. I must.
One more time.
If we left, we could have
Taste half bad.
Let's march!
Nothing hurts anymore.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Remember, teeth and claws. Use them. Step,
Forward in her
parry,
name.
swing, lunge. Any questions, children?
Intestines throb. Blood whispers. Moving ahead.
Hey, good looking.
Careful, I bite. Let's crack it open. How considerate.
How many died today? How many died?
Oh, I like it. Homely. Be careful. There are traps about.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Keep your distance, darling. Yes, let's. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Traps. How considerate. Someone there?
Don't waste a step. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
My faith protects me. Let's try this way.
Quite ready for you. On my way.
Defender of the people. 2 steps at a time.
I'd love to, thanks.
What do we have here?
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
From this distance between El Turel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. They should all be running.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
Let's move. No traps, please.
Wanna dance?
I've got a long road ahead. At the ready.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Always room for more.
Feeling fresh?
That's the symbol of the Absolute, marked in blood.
What's the story?
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
This is my time.
Need to stay focused.
With a shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No, the voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you. Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Attention! Me?
Must lug my guts through this hell.
I'm spent. I should unwind in camp.
Come on, let's go. Marching.
That might be worth a look.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her. Sensing your presence, the Gnoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on Gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
A better position.
Death is but a word away.
Talk to me.
For
going.
No holding back.
Bye forever, pal.
Watch this!
No choice but to keep going.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her. Her tadpole responds, thrashing violently, and the fragile tissue of her brain tears and splits. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists. Your tadpole wriggles, contented, as she tears out her own throat.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look. This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
So, you've indulged. Just helped yourself to a little more power, I see. And there isn't a tentacle to be seen. Not a bad deal, I'd say. My only complaint is that you didn't want to share. I wouldn't mind indulging myself. I admit I wasn't keen to be the first to try it, just in case there were any, surprise side effects. But now that we know it's safe, I'm all for experimenting. Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated. Hello, beautiful.
Come on then, don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet? Replete with ribaldry as always. Well, you could provide no better proof that you are not, in fact, about to turn into a mind flare. Famously humorless, illithids. The tyrannical enslavement of all other living creatures hardly lends itself to levity. Should your wit begin to suffer, only then must we worry. Was there another matter you wish to discuss?
I don't need any attention right now.
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself. Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious. But once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I appreciate where you're coming from. Truly, I do. But these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them.
A private word would be nice.
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. And some might say eels and turnips boiled in milk is a delicacy. But some are fools. I'll make my own mind up.
Feeling illithid? That's the short of it. Bloody thing's been in overdrive since I left Avernus. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
You don't hide trinkets in a box like that. There's something good rattling around in there. Quick step. What's in here? Watch your back.
One with the weave. You have my attention.
What a charmer.
Let's get going.
Let's go. I'll just help myself. Simple.
Mind never quiet. Can't stop me yet. Breathe deep and move.
Well, well, well.
Need to find a way forward. Light on my feet.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing. Hells, mate, it ain't difficult. You just gotta chase the chicken through the course, to the posts there, right? Gotta do it fast, and gotta do it alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird. It's got feathers, don't it? A beak? Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as I just ate our last chicken. Now, you want to play? Or is there a bit of chicken in you and all? No skin off my arse. Just remember, you had the chance to be a part of something grand, and you walked away.
It's got wings. Reckon it can fly?
Two chicken for the chicken.
Excellent. Nothing beats the taste of stolen beer.
Cheers.
All the great
Sharp as
faces
ever.
are dead. Bloody cob, split foot, toenail.
And we got
I wonder if Crush is alright. He's fine. Just enjoy your
A
drink.
word, if I may.
Here's to the absolute. Sad you stink. What's a tip?
Mother gone. Hungry.
2 steps at a time.
Moving in. Something's on my mind.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing. Is you now? Reckon
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Hell's fine. We'll just take the fat bird, if it means that much to you. We'll find another chicken. All the great chasers are dead. Runny cob, split foot, tart the toenail.
Poor creature. I hope it can follow my scent to camp. Better not be cursed.
him, you son! We want you dead, you dumb nut. Another outsider come to see the boss? Mind your manners now, or he'll throw you in the pit. Get down there and stop complaining!
Unless you like big, bristling, hairy legs, I wouldn't go down there, mate. That's the spider pit.
Torture's over, but you can get a beer if you're looking for some fun.
Scrying eyes watching us. Don't do anything weird.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief, lurching connection, a sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already
Come here, folks.
and now you dare to question me.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Life. You look like you could kick the ass of half the scrubs in here. Bunch of drunken layabouts. No me, though. I'm hard as they come, and I'm itching for another fight. Good on you, pal. Next raid, I'm gonna spill some guts in her name.
Moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
I have been expecting you. The goblins tell me that you forced a confession from our prisoner.
Without your help, they would have extracted nothing but screams and blood.
Her thoughts mingle with yours, a cold hand caressing your brain.
You are a true soul. Little wonder that you serve me so well. It is time for the raid to begin. The Grove and those who are hiding there will fall.
There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the Goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
Go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend. I will gather a raiding party and move into position.
You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name.
And then we will be the first among her favorites.
The masterful painting she depicts of the massacre awakens you hungrily.
Control yourself. You are as uncouth as the goblins. The slaughter at the Grove will not begin until you have prepared the way. You must make your way inside. Once I am in position, on your signal, we break them.
And when they are dead, the Absolute will reward your faith. As will I.
For the Absolute.
God damn it all.
To the grove, quickly! We can't let it fall to these vicious bastards.
Gather the raiders. No prizes for
Yes,
guessing
your
what this
ladyship.
weapon they're
We
after
won't let
really
you down.
is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Back off. Come, we have found our prey.
Whoa, soldier. What did you just do? Listen to me. I'm trusting you. But if you disappoint me, it'll be the last thing you do.
Hello, beautiful.
Well met.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim. Half right, sharp eyes. A Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you? Bit quieter, if you please. This crowd just burned that into the ground, you might recall. But good. That means Zaris and her little operation weren't found. Seems you're a friend of the family. That warrants a discount. A small one. Pleasure.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Nothing hurts anymore. Dream in red.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
Watch your back. Let's move.
How many died today?
Ready to clear your head? Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the Absolute. And I'll do the rest. Don't want anyone peeping on private matters, so... There we go. Secret and safe. Well, secret.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric. Sifting deeper, she sees the mind flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches, and you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Hells! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain. No. It's messing with your brain. You're seeing things, probably hearing voices too, yeah? Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though. It involves you putting your trust in the Absolute. Simple. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know the Absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya. This could have gone easy for you. Not now, though. I'll tear you to shreds.
Don't touch me.
On the victor's path.
Put him up. Covered.
Still on my feet.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Don't linger.
Victory is assured. Good move.
Concentrate. On my way. mercy.
Fuck yes. Heading out.
Battle favors the fearless. 2 steps at a time.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Can't afford to let up.
Take 2. Watch this.
Nothing will stand in my way.
On the victor's path. No time to waste.
Yeah!
Shall we cut and run?
Got to focus.
Take 2. I got this. Cry about it. Got it.
On the coming through.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Let's turn someone inside out. On the way.
Death is but a word away.
Can't give up.
Now this is my happy place.
Battle favors the fearless. Making my move. Might will prevail.
This isn't good.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Have to keep going.
Let's spill some blood.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Need to stay focused. Onward.
A better position.
Battle of wits. Step to it.
My faith will protect me.
I'm heating up.
Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Behold the dance of death.
I doubt anyone will mourn this wicked mouthpiece of the Absolute.
If not over, then through.
defender of the people, checking things out.
Spider seems poised to attack, but she hesitates, tapping her claws as if trying to communicate. The other spider echoes her. The spider relaxes slightly, but you feel her hunger and fear beneath the surface. She scuttles toward the door.
And I'm off.
This will do nicely.
Let's end this. Your time has come.
Bye forever, pal. I've got it.
This is my time. Checking it out.
Where do I go from here? Time to press ahead. I'll strike you down.
Aha! A timely intervention.
Whispers. What's up for discussion?
Ah, my friend, we can speak freely. I'm in no hurry to take my turn on that spit out front. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to unlock this cage? Curiosity, my friend. It didn't benefit the cat, but it's the foundation of my career. Though I admit I've hit something of an impasse. Please, unlock my cell. Volothamp Gedam, realm-renowned author, auteur, and tastemaker at your service. Bless you, my friend. I'll wait nicely, but please don't tarry. Aha! I knew I could count on you, my friend. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'd be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley. An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious method, but by God, it'll do the trick. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Outflank, outsmart.
Strike hard, strike fast.
My turn.
No holding back.
Blood comes easy these days.
What should I do? On I go.
Let's go. Close ranks.
This is my time. Finding my way.
Never a dull moment. On my way.
On my way.
I'm ready.
Let's get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget,
Our pact still stands. Ta-ta.